Complain to the manager.
I'm afraid he's on the phone at the moment.
Well, I'll wait.
Are you sure I can't be of any help?
No, I want to make my complaint to him personally.
Oh, here he is.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Well, why the hell don't British Rail serve better food in their buffet cars and restaurants?
I'm sorry?
I said, why the hell don't British Rail serve better food in their buffet cars and restaurants?
I really have no idea. I'm
Well, you're the manager, aren't you?
Yes, I am the manager.
Well, it says on that sign, any complaints, see the manager.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really mean complaints about British Rail.
Hey, well, manager?
Yes?
Well, look at these shoes. I've only had them 2 weeks.
Sorry, what's wrong with them?
They're ruined.
Well, I mean, where did you buy them?
Down the road.
I'm sorry, I can't quite see what this has to
Well,
do
you're the manager, aren't you?
Yes, I am
Well,
the
it
manager.
says on that sign there, any complaints, see the manager.
Oi! You! Are you the manager?
Yes.
What the hell do the Russians think they're doing in Poland? Don't they know anything about human rights?
I'm sorry.
It's disgraceful.
Yes, well, I quite
you're
agree.
the bloody manager, aren't you?
Yes, I am
Well,
the manager.
then...
Well, I'm afraid I don't know...
Excuse me, is it true we're taking the cruise missile from the Americans?
I really have no idea.
Well, where's the bloody manager?
I'm the bloody manager!
Well, what are you going to do about it,
I
then?
really have no idea. It's nothing to do with me.
It says here, any complaints, please see the manager.
That does not mean any complaints about bloody missiles.
Oh, yes, it does. Absolutely.
What about solidarity? Solidarity!
Look! I have no idea why the British government have decided to invest in an American nuclear deterrent. I have no knowledge at all of Russia's foreign policy in Poland. The reason behind the disintegration of a 2-week-old pair of shoes is quite frankly beyond me, and I know frankly sod all about British rail cuisine, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
Sorry to trouble you.
Excuse me, I want to make a complaint. Are you the manager?
No!
Oh, I just wanted to say that there's no toilet paper in the ladies.
Sorry, I am the manager, and I'm very sorry, and we'll see to it straight away.
Oh, right, thank you very much.
Not at all.
And while I'm about it, what about the baby seals being clubbed to death in Canada? It's absolutely...
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the last Stayback of the Tarrant series. Nice to be back at the Westmead. Tremendous atmosphere tonight. All sorts of surprises tonight. That's just one of them. So, that's another one. So, let's get straight into action as usual with our usual motley mixture of Quasimodo lookalikes and Nubian tightrope straddling eunuchs.
Here, sweetheart. I really fancy you, actually. What about you coming back to my place for a bit of fun tonight, eh?
How dare you! I've never been so insulted in my life! You drunken pig! Go if you were the last man on earth! I wouldn't come home with you tonight!
What about tomorrow night, then?
Bill and Ben's on a night out. They stood at this bar, and Bill said to Ben, "Scobble, blobble, blibble, blibble, blobble, blobble up." And Ben said, "You better get home, you're pissed."
Morning, sir.
Hello, darling. Do you do hair colouring?
Yes.
Well, have a go at this one, can you, in turquoise and blue?
Excuse me. Are you the president of the Paranoiac Society?
Who told you?
I can't remember. Does it matter?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, what?
are you?
Don't hit me!
I wasn't going to hit you.
Why not?
I don't want to hit you.
Who does?
I don't know.
So somebody wants to hit me?
Nobody wants to hit you. Look, can you tell me when the meetings are? I'd like to come.
How many of you are there?
Only one.
Oh, one! Oh, my God, I don't know!
Where are the meetings held?
Nowhere. Just places. Where we have the meetings.
Look, can I join?
Hang on a sec. Are you sure you're paranoid? Don't hit me!
Yes. I'm paranoid.
You don't ooze paranoia.
Are you calling me a liar?
Are you threatening me?
Are you accusing me of threatening?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you asking me?
Sorry to have to put you through all that. It's just we have to make sure that prospective members are quite serious about joining the society.
Oh, I see.
Which I can see you are.
Oh, what a relief.
Okay, then, wacko. Well, we meet here every Tuesday.
Well, thanks very much indeed.
Okay.
I'll see you then.
All right.
Bye.
Don't hit me!
Hello there, the warmest of warmer thanks to medieval world of sport. Tonight we can bring you all of the thrills and all of the spills of the great all-action first afternoon of that marvellous two-day festival at Camelot. Let's now get fully up to date on the situation there and join our man on the spot, the Venerable Bean.
Yes, Fred, thanks. It's been a tremendous day's sport here at Camelot with bloodshed and mayhem all over the place. The jousting tournament got off to a spectacularly gruesome start when the defending champion, Sir Lancelot, sliced off the head of the Black Knight and left it impaled on a couple of spears by the main gate as a warning to others. The Black Knight is now just ahead on points. We had more excitement when the Knight of the Forest, Dolores, cut off Sir Gawain's right leg and he was dragged around the arena by his horse. Sir Gawain is now trailing with the second leg to come. And in the archery section, Sir Andrew of Delamere, who consumed his arrow point and all in 43 seconds, is the winner of this year's Eton and Arrow match. And finally, more excitement in the open torture competition. The odds-on favourite Torquemada met with an unusually stubborn heretic, and after pulling his entire body apart on the rack, had still not extracted a response. Torquemada is now racking his brains for an answer. So, with lots more bloodshed still to come, back to the studio, Fred.
Thank you very much indeed, Ven, the Venerable Bean there, and a marvellous sounding first day in that tremendous two-day festival at Camelot. And if you're thinking of going to Camelot for the remainder of the festival, let me now bring you fully up to date with the very latest travel situation. Firstly, in the mountains of the north, the Great Dragon Ori Borders is at present descending on baggage trains in the mountain passes and causing serious hold-ups. There'll be an inevitable long tailback. If you're heading that way, be sure to take a luscious virgin along with you as a sacrifice. Nearer home now, the Wicked Witch of the West is now active in the Kent region, casting spells on pilgrims. The Canterbury Road is now jammed with slow-moving frogs, toads and sleeping princesses. In East Anglia, Boadicea and the Iceni have risen again. They are slaughtering indiscriminately. That is bound to cause just a few delays. You can recognise Iceni tribesmen, of course, by their war paint, the most distinctive feature of which is a white stripe down the centre of their faces. So do go carefully whenever you see a white line down the centre of the road. And a late news flash here, in fact, we've just this very moment heard that earlier claims that the root of the mandrake seemed to be working as a charm against the spells of the Wicked Witch of the West do now appear to be false, so travellers are urged to try and find an alternative route. Good night.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, you got a blue nun? I'll change my room to a single then, please.
Hey, ma'am, can I go to Mercury Cinema this afternoon?
No, you can't. Mercury's too far away.
Oh, I can get local rocket.
I said no. I don't trust local service. Always breaks down after a couple of light years.
Oh, but ma'am...
I said no. Now shut up and eat your greens.
I hate plutonium. Can I have a drink of acid instead?
No. Acid between meals rots your teeth and spoils your appetite.
If I eat me greens, will you let me go to cinema?
Luke, what's at cinema you want to see so badly?
Oh, it's that really new sci-fi film about an extraterrestrial that visits our planet from outer space. SB, the stockbroker.
Ugh. Oh, it sounds disgusting. You're far too young to be saying things like that.
I'm 357, ma'am. I'll be 403 by the time I get there.
Exactly. Just a boy.
Oh, man, give over. Anyway, there's another reason why I have to go to Mercury.
Oh, yes.
I promised to meet a girl.
What?
Oh, ma'am, she's dead now. She lives in a really posh crater, centrally volcano, the lot. And she's dead pretty. Well, except for,
Yes?
Well, she's got 2 heads.
2 heads? What happened to the other one?
She ate it.
What?
Oh, ma'am, it's common practice among the upper classes.
What bloody use is 2 heads?
Well, 2 heads are better than 1.
Don't get clever with me, young lad. You'll feel the back of my claw. I'm not having my son catalysing with some toffee-nosed clump of DNA. Just because she lives in the asteroid belt, she thinks she's Big Bang's gift.
Ma'am, you're talking about the Mercurian crater beetle I love.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I work my finger to the bone. I spend all sun cycles slaving over a hot particle accelerator, and that's all the thanks I get.
Oh, all right, Mum, I'll stay in and watch telly instead.
Oh, that's my slimy little monster.
Actually, there's a really good horror film on tonight. It's about an all-seeing monster that watches our every move from a distant planet.
What's it called?
The Abominable Patrick Moore.
Come on! I know you're in there. Come on!
Something's troubling you, sir.
Bloody cigarettes in there, I cannot get them out!
It's perfectly simple. Easy, isn't it?
Where's the bloody fun in that?
Here, Mavis, what's this I hear about your husband having a vasectomy?
Oh, yes, he has, that's right.
On the National, was it?
Oh, no, private.
Grief, that must have cost a packet.
No, it didn't cost a penny.
How come?
I did it myself. When I found him in bed with a barmaid.
Jeremiah and his wife Emma, them have got a big dilemma. They just can't do a thing to stop them producing offspring. She's tried tying Jeremiah to the gate, it don't work, and they got 10 kids to date now. Emma, she has got this plan. Last night she put it to her man. As in their bed they lay, she said, read this thing, me pick it up today now. He said, vasectomy, vasectomy, it only take a minute or maybe 3. It don't matter if you ain't got wealth, it's only a snip on the national health. You might come out limping, but you'll give thanks, safe in the knowledge that you're firing blanks now. So it's vasectomy, vasectomy for you, Jeremiah. Jeremiah is awful shy, and no matter how he try, in a chemist he goes maroon, not red, ends up asking for Lucasade instead now. You should see his bedroom, it would make you sick, full of Lucasade and jars of Vic now. Jeremiah, him have it done. For a while he had lots of fun. For a few weeks they were in heaven, but now instead of 10 kids, them have got 11. Nobody told me Jeremiah did shout. I have to wait a while before me try it out now. I said vasectomy, vasectomy, it only take a minute or maybe 3. And it don't matter if you ain't got wealth, it's only a snip on the national health. You might come out limping, but you'll give thanks, safe in the knowledge that you're firing blanks now. So it's vasectomy, vasectomy for you, Jeremiah.
And I think if we stick to these policies, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't pull through.
Minister, thank you very much indeed. In a surprisingly forthright interview, you've expressed all sorts of opinions that very much affect the economic and social problems of the world around us. I think there's one final question that, watching you, I'd certainly like to ask, and I feel sure that millions of viewers watching you at home would also like me to ask you.
Well, I can only do my humble and honest best. What's the question?
Well, do you know you've got a great big green groggly off the end of your nose?
And now, to add the crowning glory to this, my greatest experiment yet, before the clock strikes 12, I must have a dead body. Igor, flesh boy, flesh, find me flesh.
Yes, boss.
Yellow pages. It's dead useful.
Venison pie, roast venison, venison in a basket, venison soup.
Excuse me, what's going on here this evening?
It's our stag night tonight.
The Joy of Not Having Sex. Miss Hutchinson, it's an intriguing title. I'm intrigued to see that you've changed your hair considerably since this photograph was taken. Why exactly did you write this book?
Well, to me, variety is the spice of life. And with sex only having 8 to 9 positions, I thought this was a little limited, especially when you consider the number of positions for not having sex. So far, I've discovered 8,978,395 positions not to have sex in.
Really?
Yes. I mean, at the moment, for example, we're sitting here in position number 35, which is quite pleasant. I think all agree. Or we could try position number 142, if you'll excuse me. Or one of my favourite positions for not having sex is 1,280, and it goes a little... Ooh, yeah.
Yes, perhaps we should move on.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I'm afraid that one always gets me going. Yes.
When did you first discover the joy of not having sex?
Well, it was about 2 years ago. I woke up in bed one morning and I realised that I'd not had sex the night before. And then it came to me what a joy it had been.
And from then on, you began to not have sex on a regular basis?
Oh, yes, I was obsessed for a long time. In fact, I didn't have sex virtually whenever I couldn't.
How many people at a guess have you enjoyed not having sex with?
Oh, that's difficult to say. Millions at a guess. Millions.
Does any one particular person stand out?
Well, there have been quite a few, but I suppose if I had to choose, I would say Dennis Thatcher. He was really terrific not to have sex with. And then you don't necessarily have to be with the person you're not going to have sex with. And do you know, I remember spending a delightful evening not having sex with David Frost, who was in Los Angeles at the time when I was in the laundrette on the Fulham High Street. And that was nice.
Well, Miss Hutchinson, it's been really marvellous talking to you. Thank you so much. And I must say how much I've enjoyed not having sex with you here this evening.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You were terrific. Mind you, it's hardly surprising considering the number of times we've not done it together before. And do you know, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going to be a virgin.
There's two Jews walking through Glasgow and a big gang of these skinheads come walking towards him. Look at these bastards here, Morris. We're going to get mugged here. So I think we are. I said, I'm sure we are. Anyway, she here's that 100 quid I owe you.
Oh, you're out of bloody freezing.
I'm terribly sorry. Right, here we go again then, right?
Woo!
Well, we don't usually get many people asking to be castrated these days.
I'm surprised with hands as cold as that. Well, thanks anyway, Doc. All the best. Thanks, mate.
Hello, Charlie. Been and got yourself vaccinated like I suggested, have you?
Vaccinated? What was the word?
Listen to this! Pitter patter! Shut up! Listen! Pitter patter! Splish splash! Drip drip drip! Pitter patter! Splish splash! Drip drip drip! Whatever was that noise? Noddy woke up with a jump! Lucky Noddy! Noddy woke up, he sat in his bed rubbing his eyes. Pitter patter, splish splash, drip drip drip. Goodness, it's raining, said Noddy. Raining? Who's he trying to kill? He's pissed a bit, hasn't he? And my kids love him. They think he's sweet and cuddly. How? How can he be sweet and cuddly when you never change your bleeding clothes? He's got the same shirt, the same pants, week after week, year after year. No wonder he drives an home-top car. He'd gas his bleeding self, wouldn't he? How about this friend of his? This white-haired weirdo who lives in a bleeding toadstool. Big ass or whatever he's called. How? How can we expect our kids, how can we expect our kids to grow up normal, reading tribe like this? Mine haven't. My kids have been affected. Affected! What do you want for your birthday? A noddy book. A noddy book? You're 20 bleeding 7! Don't talk to me about noddy! I ain't noddy! And I ain't brats who disturb me sleep! I'm going to bed! I'm going to bed, right? Shut up!
That's right, turn to me. And now it's time.
And now it's time.
Having ridden her motorcycle straight through the bar.
Having ridden her motorcycle straight through the bar.
For Suzi Quatro!
For Suzi Quatro!
Dreams are hard to find. I've been searching all my life. All those cold and lonely nights. You were on my Seems 100 years ago, I walked out the door. I was blind, couldn't see how much you meant to me. Here we stand in the morning light. Honey, don't you know you're the main attraction? Hand in hand in the quiet of night. Honey, don't you know you're the light of love? Baby, tonight. Softly say goodbye. Sadness in your eyes, and the pain it put me through brought me back to you. Here we stand in the morning light. Honey, don't you know you're the main attraction? Hand in hand in the quiet of night. Honey, don't you know you're the light of love? Baby, tonight. I wasted precious time. I left my heart behind. Found myself all alone. I had to trip and fall, had to lose it all to find my way back home. Here we stand in the morning light. Honey, don't you know you're the main attraction? Hand in hand in the quiet of night. Honey, don't you know you're the light of love? Baby, tonight. Here we stand in the morning light. Honey, don't you know you're the main attraction? Hand in hand in the quiet of night. Honey, don't you know you're the light of love? Baby, tonight. Here we stand in the morning light. Honey, don't you know you're the main attraction? Hand in hand in the quiet of night. Honey, don't you know you're the light of love? Baby, tonight.
Going to a disco or a party, looking forward to a great night, feeling on top of the world, then bring yourself back down to earth with barbecue, non-alcoholic lager. While the rest of your mates are having a great time, getting all pissed up, you can stay completely sober, feel right out of it, and still spend 10 quid in the process. Barbecue, the non-alcoholic lager, for the man who knows how to enjoy himself, but doesn't want to.
Hawkeye viewers will have spotted that during one of the earlier items, we actually managed to spell barbecue, B-A-R-B-E-Q-U-E. So after we'd done it, I rang up the bloke in graphics. I was on about 35,000 a year with his own helicopter and Lamborghini, and complained at him, and he said, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry, Chris, but I was away from school the day we did joined-up writing."
There we are, Robert.
What's that, Mr. Russell?
Brandy. I thought you looked a trifle nervous. Now, what did you want to see me about, Robert?
I'd like to ask you for Tania's hand in marriage, please.
What? Oh, marry Tania. Well, fine. Fine. It's marvellous. When's the baby due?
Oh, pardon?
The baby. And that's why you're marrying her, isn't it?
No, she's not having a baby, Mr. Russell.
Oh, it's her money, then. Oh, well, fair enough.
No, the money's not important, Mr. Russell.
A tax dodge. You're a shrewd boy, Robert. I like shrewdness.
No, I just want to go ahead and marry Tania because, well...
You're an illegal immigrant. You need to get married for a work permit. You're a Pakistani. God, I'm so slow.
No, I am English, Mr. Russell. And I want to marry Tania because we're in love.
In love? I've never heard anything so sick in all my life. come on, this is 1983. I mean, hang loose, Bobby, baby. And I can't have Tania going off and marrying some bloke she's never even slept with. How can I face people? My friend.
But I just want to... It's a perfectly...
Look, I tell you what. You can marry Tania if you take her and sleep with her for a whole month first.
Oh, I don't know, Mr. I mean, she might not like...
Not like to? Not like to? Bobby, baby, trust me. She'll love the idea. Christ, I've been married to her for the last 8 years.
Fellow walked in a pub and he was well pissed when he walked in, drank 8 pints of bitter, looked round the room, wishes you over there a shower of buses. And you over there a shower of gets. This big Irish fella stood up, he says, I'm not a get. He says, well, get over there with the buses.
Now, Kevin, the character you're playing, okay, is a successful middle-aged businessman called Clive. He's got 2 kids, he's married, and he lives in Dorking, okay? Now, really get to know him, really get under his skin, get into his personality, get to know all those little habits and foibles which make him an individual human person. Now, do you know the sort of thing I mean? Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you. It's that sort of thing where, does he put his right leg into his trousers first? Or does he sit back on the edge of the bed and pull both legs on at the same time? Which side of the bed does he sleep on? When he eats his boiled egg, does he use a spoon or does he knock the top off with a knife? Now, it's that sort of minute detail which will make the audience believe in him. But more importantly than that, you have to believe in him as a character, okay? Now, Kevin, I want the performance of a lifetime, okay? Now, we're just about ready to go, so compose yourself and action and go.
Don't forget, Mammoth Furniture Sale tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Oh, darling, that was lovely. Oh, you did so well. That's a wrap, gentlemen. Let's have some champagne quickly. Beautiful. Oh, super. Well done.
Well, here we are, the opening night of the Royal Shakespeare Company's production of Romeo and Juliet. The man in charge, Trevor Nunn, just taking his director's seat at the side of the stage, and these early moments should be vital.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
And that was a piece of blatant overacting, quite ridiculous. The German referee's having a word, probably telling her to tone it down a little. Stop shouting so much, waving her arms about. He starts playing.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine, my sin is purged.
Problems. This is only the opening night of the new season, and I believe Juliet's going to be substituted. Trevor Nunn obviously not willing to take any risks tonight. Now that's a real surprise. He's replaced Juliet with an out-and-out Lawrence of Arabia. I really can't imagine how Romeo and Lawrence of Arabia are going to approach the tender love scene.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urge. Oh, give me my sin again.
Oh, that won't do for Romeo at all. He did not get those lines 100%. The referee clearly unhappy. And the Huns giving the Italian his marching orders. And amazingly, this is the first time this has happened since 4 by 3 AD. And now, real problems for Trevor Nunn. He's only got Lawrence of Arabia left on stage with 3 acts of Romeo and Juliet to complete.
Here's to my love. Ah! Oh, true apothecary.
Oh, no, what's he doing? He's skipping to Romeo's final speech.
The drugs are quick. That's with a kiss. I die.
Oh, dear, that's incredible. He's poisoned himself 3 acts too early. He'll have to come off. Trevor Nunn racing over the pitch. Some really ugly scenes now. Disgusting this play. Only 3 minutes gone, and already a booking ascending up and a premature suicide. Othello, Robin Hood, and Joan of Arc all waiting in the wings to continue. But I think Trevor Nunn's decided very wisely to call it a day. So I'm afraid there, rather sadly, we have to leave it. Join us next week for the Much Ado About FA Cup final. But for now, from the Barmaid, it's good night. Good night.
Every 28 days, I've got to bear a terrible strain. But I find that I am wandering around the town acting really strange. I'll try robbing a shop with a mask on, wielding a knife. But the cycle of the law comes quicker than the cycle of life. Still every now and again, I'll be out hijacking a plane.
Chief. I've got tomorrow's front page. What do you think?
Oh, it's good, Roger. It's just, you know, not good enough. I mean, obviously, Duchess of Pembroke as baby is a good headline, but it's just not eye-catching enough.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, you want tits or something. Look, nudity, that's what I'm talking about. Right, look, here we go. Was anyone naked?
Well, not really. I mean, even the Duchess had a nightie on. I suppose the baby was naked.
Right, we'll use it. Great. Male or female?
It was a little boy.
Right, naked boy. Right, now, where was the baby?
I was in the bed next to the Duchess.
Terrific, juicy, that's what we need. Need some gossip. Right, any public figures there?
Well, no, not really. I mean, the Bishop of Reading came in to lay hands on the baby, that's all.
Was he naked?
No, he wasn't. He just had all these sort of robes and gowns and things on.
Perfect, right, gay vicar. Here we go. Right, any photos?
What, any little one of the baby in the nude?
Nice one, front page stuff. Right, any sort of emotional hysteria? Anyone crying, anything like that?
No, I'm sorry.
All right, we can get round that. Right, here's your headline. Brave Duchess fights back tears as naked boy fondled in royal bedroom by gay transvestite vicar.
It's too late, Chief. Star, I've already done it.
There's a black fella having a slash with this white man, you see. He said, my God, he said, that's a tidy length. How'd you get it that big? He said, well, my mother tied a brick on it when I was a baby. Oh, he said, I'll try that, he said. 3 weeks later, I saw him. He said, how are you getting on? He said, oh, I'm halfway there. He said, how do you mean? He said, it's gone black already.
There's some things I just couldn't do, like stick a ferret down me trousers or eat a vindaloo. When my friend Jackie comes round for me, I makes myself scarce as quick as can be. I'm not a coward, but then again I'm not too brave. Jackie and me, we had this very close shave. A great big oil tanker nearly made us flat. No more will I be in a situation like that. My friend Jackie's got a big Kawasaki and never again will I ride on the backy because the G-force pulls me face off. My heart goes boom and I start to cough. Birds and beer are quite all right, but I can't stand motorbikes. Jackie tells me he's a driver in a million, but never again will I ever ride pillion. 1 minute we were stationary, then to my horror and surprise, we were doing warp speed 10 with the Starship Enterprise. And I was saying, oh, please, Jackie, don't go so fast. This first lift's gonna be my last. In 2 seconds flat, I'd lost me bottle. Jackie started on the throttle, and we shot off about 90 or so, with Jackie yelling, Geronimo. Jackie's driving. He's really evil. He bombs off down the street like a Mr. Knievel. 190 down the high street and no thoughts of stopping. He scorched Mrs. Vickers' knickers as she stepped onto the zebra crossing. All together now. My friend Jackie's got a big Kawasaki and never again will I ride on the backy because the G-force pulls me face off. My heart goes boom and I start to cough. Birds and beer are quite all right, but I can't stand motorbikes. I said birds and beer, quite all right, but I can't stand motorbikes. Oh.
Hi. After all these weeks, I finally got a chance to sing a real song. Just listen to this. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk to you.